My name is Adrian. I was 26, just another intern on the 42nd floor of a glass and steel empire. One face in a sea of 400. Invisible, hungry, desperate to matter. Then one morning, the phone on my desk rang. Adrian, Mr. Hale wants you in his office. Now. Victor Hale. The name alone made senior VPs sweat. 55 years old, silver hair sharp as a blade, voice cold enough to frost the windows. He'd built half the company's revenue with his own hands, crushed the other half under his heel. Only 3 people had ever been allowed to sit across from him for more than 5 minutes, and all 3 were now on the board. I thought it was a mistake. People in the elevator patted my shoulder like I'd won the lottery. Lucky bastard, they whispered. The first month felt like waking up in a different life. He'd call me in at 6 a.m., black coffee, no sugar. Never let a client smell your need, Adrian. Make them believe they need you more. He tore my presentations apart until 2 a.m., then made me rebuild them line by line. He taught me how to read a room before I opened my mouth, how to pause just long enough to make a silence feel expensive. I started standing taller. My voice stopped shaking. For the first time, I saw myself becoming dangerous. Then came the annual promotion review. I crushed every metric. Clients were asking for me by name. During one board presentation, the chairman actually said out loud, Adrian explained the risk curve better than Victor has in years. That night, the light in Victor's office never went off. The next morning, everything changed. Projects I'd closed disappeared from the system like they never existed. Emails I never wrote, rude, aggressive, full of typos, landed in client inboxes with my signature. A formal complaint appeared in HR, supposedly filed by 3 different accounts, all using phrases only one person in the company ever used. HR called me in. Multiple errors, missed deadlines, unprofessional conduct. I sat there while they read the list, heart hammering, knowing exactly who had God-level access to rewrite timestamps, delete signatures, plant evidence. Victor didn't want a protégé. He wanted a shadow that would never step into the light. I didn't fight. I didn't cry. I went quiet, and I started studying him the way he once studied me. Every password pattern, every late-night login from his home IP, every meeting he skipped because he thought it was beneath him. While he worked to bury me, I attended those meetings, shook the right hands, solved the problems he ignored. Slowly, quietly, I became the person people called when Victor was unavailable. Then came the deal that would define his legacy. $120 million, the biggest contract in company history. One mistake, and his legend would crack forever. So the board watched him like hawks. Every slide, every number, every comma had to be perfect. 48 hours before signing, disaster. Victor opened the master deck and stared at a corrupted file. Charts scrambled, numbers replaced with random symbols, entire sections gone. I was in the war room when he lost it. He screamed at IT, slammed his laptop shut so hard the screen cracked, threatened to fire the entire server team. The board turned to me, calm and quiet. Adrian, protocol says the secondary lead keeps an offline backup. Did you? I nodded, opened my laptop. 12 minutes later, the complete, pristine, time-stamped proposal was back on the big screen. Flawless. The room erupted in applause. Victor stood frozen, face gray, eyes locked on me like he was seeing a ghost. 2 hours later, the deal was signed. Handshakes, champagne, photos. Then the chairman asked him to stay behind. I waited in the hallway, leaning against the cold glass, watching the city lights 42 floors down. 23 minutes later, the door opened. Victor walked out without his badge, jacket over his arm, eyes empty. Security escorted him to the elevator. The chairman stepped out, looked at me, and said only 6 words. Monday morning, his office is yours. No party, no victory speech, no gloating selfie. Just the quiet click of the door as I walked into the corner office that still smelled like his cologne and opened the blinds so the sunrise hit the desk for the first time in years. Some mentors teach you everything they know, everything, except how to survive the day you're no longer needed. And that's the one lesson you have to teach yourself. End screen text. The student didn't destroy the master.